Welcome to PGTV News. Here are our top stories. The City of Davenport plans to build a $6 million community center. Find out when the center will be completed.
Polk State College is giving back to the community. Find out more in a moment.
Hello and welcome to PGTV News. I'm still Stephen Barnes.
And I'm Tina Mann. Thank you for tuning in. Our report begins in Davenport. There are plans to build a $6 million community center. City Manager Kelly Callahan called it perhaps the biggest thing ever to happen to the city of Davenport. The community center is expected to be completed in early 2020. The center will be located at State Street and North Boulevard. Furr and Wegman Architects of Lakeland put together preliminary plans for the facility, which includes 2 full gymnasiums with basketball courts, concessions, a workout center, an arts center, a media center with 12 computers, and a banquet hall with seating for 400. Mayor HB Rob Robinson said, "We're a growing community and the old community center just doesn't meet our needs."
The Florida Polytechnic University Foundation was awarded a $25,000 grant from the Duke Energy Foundation. The funds will provide financial support for up to 50 high-achieving students working towards a science, technology, engineering, and math, or STEM, degree. Ford Heacock, the Florida Poly Foundation board chair, said Duke Energy is a great corporate citizen that continues to help and enhance opportunities for students as they prepare to make significant impact on Florida's economy. The Duke Energy Foundation recently awarded more than $1.56 million in grants to 46 Florida-based programs to emphasize the importance of workforce development and STEM.
Reed Lakeland Incorporated will offer a free training workshop to volunteers who would like to tutor adults with low literacy skills. The training session will take place on August 17th at the Lakeland Public Library at 100 Lake Morton Drive. We had a chance to talk to a Reed Lakeland Incorporated representative, and here to tell us more is Mason Chambliss.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, there are many nonprofit organizations in Polk County that give back to the community. We had a chance to talk to Beth Hesseltine, Executive Director of Reed Lakeland, about their history and the members of our community who need their valuable service.
Reed Lakeland started in 1995. It was just a group of volunteers who knew that in the city of Lakeland that we had a real need. There were adults that were what we consider functionally illiterate. They read under a 4th grade reading level. So they were not able to go on into an adult school, or they had finished the time that they could go to high school. So there was just a place that they fell in a crack, and there was not a place for them to go. So the school board stepped in and said, we are willing to help with this, and they started paying our program coordinator's salary to make this a reality.
Beth is a veteran educator from Hillsborough County and the current Executive Director of Reed Lakeland. Her first job with the organization, however, was as a volunteer for the Kiss the Pig fundraiser.
We go out into the community and find 10 leaders in the community, and they raise money, and we have a fundraising barbecue, a dinner at the very end. And whoever raises the most money, it's very competitive, and whoever raises the most money at the end of the night actually gets to kiss a real live pig.
If you would like to be a tutor, training sessions take place about once per quarter. Here is Beth with some more information.
A lot of our volunteers are retired educators, but a lot of our volunteers are just older folks in the community that want to give back to others. And we have a trainer that was trained by the Florida Literacy Council, and she comes in and trains these tutors how to work out of the workbooks and the books that we have, the Law Box series. And she takes them step by step of when that student walks in the door, how they go about in training them. And we train at the public library, both at Jackson and Lake Morton. And the students come in there and meet their tutor, and they usually train between 1 to 2 hours a week at the library. And they just go through their lessons, and that tutor is trained to help that student to succeed.
Don't forget, the next tutor training workshop is August 17th from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. To register, please call 863-802-1512.
Reading is one of my favorite things, so it sounds like a good volunteer opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Polk County Fire paramedic Drew Burns and fire emergency medical technician Matt Evers were part of a special delivery recently in Lake Alfred. The two Polk County rescue workers assisted with the delivery of a premature baby girl and then transported the child and her mom to a local hospital. As a result, there's a new stork on Fire Station number 36's rescue unit. We spoke to Chris Jonquier, Polk County's Fire Rescue Public Information Officer, about the stork decal to learn when and why they are placed on these rescue units.
Thanks, guys. So whenever one of our crews delivers a baby, Chief Stravino will stop by and hand them one of these stork stickers. For each baby delivered, the crew will get another stork sticker to place on their medic unit. Pink stickers are for girls, and blue storks are for boys. Back to you guys.
Election season is drawing near. Are you registered to vote? Do you know which precinct you are supposed to report to? PGTV's Brian Lacey spoke with Lori Edwards, Polk County Supervisor of Elections, about what residents should know about being prepared to cast your vote.
What's the most important thing that you want the voters to know?
Probably that there's some deadlines coming up, especially if you're interested. I'm going to get away from the primary election for a minute and say that October 9th is the final deadline if anybody wants to vote in that November general election. So I just want to make sure everybody realizes that you have to be registered by October 9th. The deadline to register for the August 28th primary election has already passed, but the other deadline to remember for the primary election, August 22nd, is the last day if you want to request a ballot be mailed to you.
How does one figure where they're going to be voting? How do you know which precinct you go to?
That's a great question, because we want to make sure they show up in the right place on Election Day. Nobody wants to hear you're in the wrong place. You go to our website, polkelections.com, and you can type in your address and it will tell you where your polling location is. I suggest you do this advance of Election Day, because it may be something, even if it's close, that you're not familiar with. It could be a quarter mile that way, and every time you pull out of your house you go this way and don't know that it's there. And then finally, we're happy for anybody to call us. We'd rather you call us in advance. Let us tell you where you need to go on Election Day, and that number is 534-5888.
And speaking of another important topic, business is what makes our county grow. So here is Benicia Frazier with this week's business tip.
This is Benicia Frazier with your quick business tip, here to answer all of your business-related questions. Here's a budget-friendly way to solidifying your presence on social media networks while tackling virtually every aspect of your social media marketing, from content to advertising. With the proliferation of social media networks, businesses are more likely to invest in these channels, incorporating full-blown strategies to maximizing their opportunity to reach new leads. But not everyone has the time or budget available to devote to content development to ensure they are maximizing every opportunity. So let's focus on social media tools small businesses can utilize that are free and provide for the opportunity to organize a marketing campaign. So let's begin with my personal favorite, Buffer. Buffer is an easier way to manage your social media marketing through the provision of scheduled posts, performance analysis, and the management of all of your most important social media accounts. What I like most about Buffer is that it's extremely user-friendly. You have the ability to manage all of your social media accounts from a single dashboard. Businesses have access to the free account, which provides for the management of 3 social media profiles and provides 10 scheduled posts per profile. Simple, easy, and free. If you're a fan of Twitter, TweetDeck may be just the tool for you and your business. For all of my Twitter-savvy users, you have the ability to transform those same skills into custom marketing exposure for your small business. TweetDeck offers advanced and helpful Twitter functionalities that include custom timelines, Twitter lists, searches, and team accounts, allowing you to enlist additional users and shave hours off your social media management. Most importantly, it's absolutely free. Lastly, if you're like me and you're not the best at graphic design, Canva is for you. With Canva, it is simple to make beautiful designs and documents from more than 1,000 layouts and templates. The website is fairly simple to navigate, but the best part is that you have access to thousands of free materials you can utilize for all of your marketing needs. I hope you've enjoyed today's quick business tip. As always, feel free to visit our website at www.polk-county.net and select Community and Small Business Assistance. And don't forget to like us on Facebook.
Well, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, you'll hear about how Polk State is helping out by making sure students are prepared for this upcoming school year.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He knows he's a pretty big deal. How could you not love him?
Welcome back to PGTV News. We recently had a chance to speak with both a Polk State representative and a Lake Wales high school teacher about Polk State's school supply giveaway. Here now with the story is Sherry McCullough.
Thank you, Steve. Ladies and gentlemen, it is back to school time, and there have been a lot of back to school drives throughout various Polk County communities. We were at the Start Right campaign, which was coordinated by Polk State College. While there, students received free backpacks, haircuts, and good food.
My name is Andy Oguntola. I'm the Center Director for the J.D. Alexander Center here at Polk State College. We're super excited for this event. What takes place is this is the Start Right campaign. The idea behind it and the purpose behind it was to make sure that every student in the city of Lake Wales, from kindergarten all the way up to college, had the right materials for first day of class. Because in my venture throughout the city, I've noticed there were many students on the first day of class who didn't have school supplies such as pencils, erasers, markers, crayons. And so what we want to do is give them confidence on the first day of class to make sure they were successful. Because here as an educational center, we at Polk State College believe in every student in this city. So the goal was to make sure we took care of our city because they take care of us each and every day.
Hi, my name is Brittany Alexander. I'm a teacher at Lake Wales High School, Science Whoop Whoop, and I'm actually here at the Back to School Drive sponsored by Polk State College, who also partner with an organization that I'm a member of, the MLK Scholarship Foundation. And as a teacher, this event is extremely important. My philosophy is I follow the Maslow hierarchy of needs, and students do not perform well if their basic needs are not met. And if they don't have the materials that they need to be successful, they're already at a disadvantage. And so this particular drive is super important to getting them on the right start. And so I'm really grateful for this opportunity to serve and for our community to come together to address the needs of our students, because as a teacher, I benefit directly and our students benefit directly.
I want to make sure we give a special thanks to our president, Dr. Angela Falconetti, because without her and the brains behind it, we wouldn't be able to push forward. Also our vice president, Reggie Webb, and Tracy Porter, our VP of Advancement. I want to give a special thanks to my team because they are the brains and the momentum behind everything. They continue to put this operation together. This being our second year in a row. The first year was phenomenal, but this second year is taking off. We have the free haircuts this year, our free food, our free supplies, our firefighters behind us, our police station here, our local city government, our city officials. Everybody's here to support us because we believe in this city and we want nothing best for everybody in this city.
You know, we've had a chance to cover a couple of these back to school stories, and it's, you know, it never ceases to amaze me how expensive children in school can be, you know, with all the supplies that need to be purchased and the new clothes and the haircuts. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's awesome that they added the haircuts this year because it's so important for these kids to be able to start out school feeling confident.
Well, it's that time now. Do you know what time it is, Tina?
It is time for Neil Duncan with sports.
All right.
All right, well, thanks, guys. I want to remind everyone to check out the PGTV listings for weekly airings of Sports Central. When you tune in, you'll see a full hour of featured guests, athlete spotlights, and so much more. You can also tune into the radio version of Sports Central on Talk 96.7 or Talk 1430 WLKF every Tuesday morning from 7 to 8 a.m. and every Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. Now let's get to your Polk County sports news. Well, Polk County's own Ray Lewis was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio on Saturday, August 4th. Congratulations to Ray and his family. Starting in September, there'll be a new exhibit at the Polk County Sports Hall of Fame dedicated to Ray and his many accomplishments as a star athlete at Kathleen High School, then the University of Miami, and of course his pro football days with the Baltimore Ravens. The Polk County Sports Hall of Fame is located at 2701 Lake Myrtle Park Road in Auburndale. The museum is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Lakeland Flying Tigers currently trail the Dunedin Blue Jays by 4 games in the Florida State League North Division standings. The Tigers will be on the road this weekend before returning home for a 7-game homestand August 13th through August 19th. Make sure to support the team at Publix Field at Joker Marchant Stadium as they make a final push for the playoffs. As always, go to visitcentralflorida.org or centralfloridasports.com for more information on exciting events going on right here in Polk County. Back to you guys.
Thank you for the sports report, Neil, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in.
Remember to tune again next week for another installment of PGTV News. We'll see you next time.